Every government puts out propaganda telling the people that they are free, that their country is the best, and that a strong government means a strong country. In reality, government power is always inversely proportional to individual freedom. Despite wishful thinking to the contrary, it can happen here. It already did happen here. It continues to happen here, and the situation is only getting worse. If America was ever special and different, it is no more, because the mentality and philosophy of the American people is no longer different. The perpetual bickering for handouts from the rulers, individuals and groups all begging for state power to be used to serve their interests at the expense of someone else, each clamoring for collectivist programs and benefits for themselves and more restrictions and punishments for others. In a society where nearly everything is already taxed, regulated, controlled, and monitored, these are the symptoms of a defeated and conquered subject class, not a free people. Americans hallucinate freedom while everything they eat and drink, where they can live, what they can drive, what work they can do, what they can build, is all restricted and regulated. Children's lemonade stands shut down by the police. Armed paramilitary raids of food co-ops and small farms. Kidnapping and caging of people for growing a certain plant. A fee, permit, or license required to own a dog, to sell cookies, to build a deck, to braid hair, to catch a fish, to get married, to grow vegetables, and still that persistent lie about a free country. Some who have never personally been arrested, harassed, or assaulted by government agents attempt to treat that as proof that the U.S. is not at all tyrannical. This claim ignores the fact that most people living in Nazi Germany were never arrested, assaulted, or directly harassed by government agents, nor were most of those living in the Soviet Union or China. Even under the most vicious regimes in history, the majority of those who did as they were told and who quietly allowed themselves to be robbed of the fruits of their labor in order to fund the police state and the war machine had little trouble from those in power, and many lived relatively safe, comfortable lives. In most cases, only those with the conscience and courage to speak out or act out against injustice have been subjected to the overt brutality of totalitarianism.